Hi, I'd like to show you some quick tips that you can use to improve your productivity when you're using work tools such as Teams and OneDrive. Now I'm signed into my Teams desktop client and I am in the private chat area. I have a conversation thread going on with Deborah, my teammate, and you notice that I have shared a file with her. Now this is a common scenario with most of us. We often share files with the people that we communicate with, and sometimes we even get files shared with us within the chat context, right? Now when you click onto this file that's a Word document, I'm sure you have noticed sometimes the file will open up within the Teams desktop client itself. Sometimes it will open up within the web browser, right? Sometimes it may even open up within the Word desktop application. Now you can actually set the default experience that you want for yourself. I'm going to show you how. Now you see the Files tab here. In the Files tab, you would see the same document being listed there. That's exactly the same document that we just saw within the Chat tab. Okay? Instead of clicking on the file name, look for the three dots on the side and select this Open In. You see that you have three options for you to set your default. So for myself, I like my Office apps to always open up as in the desktop app. That's why that has been set as a default. So you can make your default selection over here. You have to click on Change Default and choose the setting accordingly. So make sure, just know that this default will be applied to Word, PowerPoint, and Excel files that you open up from within of Teams. Okay, it applies to all of them. Now I'm going to click on that, and you notice that it will open up my Word desktop client, right? And any changes that I make to this document will be automatically saved back into that Teams location. Now if you're working on a document that you collaborate with your teammates on, it will be useful to use this version history feature. Right, so I've clicked on the title and navigated to this version history. When you click on version history, a side panel shows up like this, and this is very useful because it shows us who has changed what when on this document. And if you find that the latest document that you're seeing here has some changes that do not seem right, you can always navigate to the previous versions. Look, I'm going to click on to this version, and it's going to open up that previous version, and you can even have an option to restore it back to this particular previous version. Right, so this is very, very useful. Alright, so let's go back in Teams. Now, these files that you share with your contacts, that you attach it into these chats with your contacts, and files that your contacts have shared with you within the private chat area, all these files are actually stored in your OneDrive. Okay, now how do we get to our OneDrive? You can open up a web browser like this one here and navigate to open up a web browser and go to a new tab. All you have to do is to remember the URL office.com. Right, office.com will give you access to all your work-related emails, files, Teams, Teams conversations, everything is there. Now click on the 9 dots, the app launcher on the top left-hand corner, and look for OneDrive. When you go into OneDrive, go into My Files. Right, over there you would be able to look for this file folder called Microsoft Teams Chat Files. Now when you click into that, you would find all your files that you have shared with someone or someone has shared with you in the private chat context, right? Remember this? Hope you find it familiar. Right, so how can you synchronize this OneDrive folder into your File Explorer view? That's what we call the File Explorer. You can simply go to the gear icon here and click on Sync this OneDrive. Right, there will be instructions on screen you can follow click through, and then you would be able to set up the synchronization to your File Explorer. Now once the synchronization has been set up, you would be able to see your OneDrive show up on the side menu here with all the files that are found in your OneDrive. Just make sure that you see the status column show up like this. If you do not see the status column, or if your status column is blank, that means that your files and folders are not syncing. Right, so that may be a problem, because if you make any changes to those files, those changes will not synchronize back to the cloud. So there you go, a short quick video for you to take note of. Thank you.